trillions are being unleashed into the crypto space right now, and you are probably not even aware of this right here, right now. And that is exactly why we're about to delve right into the content of this video. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, The Crypto Bliss Show. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you beautiful, benevolent, and blessed subscribers, making sure that we are here every single day making videos for you guys. As you can see, we are growing tremendously. Thank you to all of the subscribers and supporters. I truly appreciate every single one of you blessed beings, guys. So much content being pumped out here for you. Make sure you guys subscribe because I have much more content to bring you guys. So this is going to be amazing. You guys are going to see some crazy stuff over the next few weeks, even through Christmas, because the markets don't sleep ever. That's the crypto markets. Even on Christmas Day, you're going to get a video, guys. This is the point of this channel. So subscribe because I'm going to be here with you, giving you alpha content every day. All right, guys. Today, the cryptocurrency market cap is sitting at $1.691 trillion, $82 million in trading volume. Injective is pumping, guys. I mean, I must say to you, I'm seeing some serious pumps out there in the crypto market. And even today, when I woke up, I had a bit of FOMO because Bitcoin is now up 6.1% for the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up 5.3%. And those two moving that much, guys. Look at Bitcoin; it's sitting at an $844 million market cap. And actually, I want to go and see this market cap thing right here for us, because that is essentially going to show us what the heck is going on in the all-time highs of market caps. So let's go all assets, and we'll come back to that in a moment. But in the meantime, you can see BNB is up 5.7%. XRP is up 4.3%. Solana's up 11%. I mean, I even got out of my Solana trade, guys. I even got out of my Cardano trade. It's up 9.4%. I even got out of my AVAX trade. So I took profits because I wanted to re-enter, even though those are the big daddies that are pumping. I've put in a trade in Dogecoin. I've been adding to my position. Is up 7.3%. I mean, look at all the things. They're all up today. Shiba's 8.3%. So things are going wild. Things are pumping. ICP is up 80% in the last kind of 7 days, guys. Look at that. Mad. It's nearly a 100% gain there. So, things are happening whether you like it or not. And the Morales Mighty Bubbles today are singing hallelujah, the green signs, so there is a lot of green. In fact, there's not even one that is red in the market here today. Oh, there is one. What is that? What is that little sad one down there? I don't even know. I can't see it. I don't know its name, but that is the only red one out there in the whole market there today, guys. So, well, probably not, but you can see Say's pump 45%, Ordinals 14, Injective 30, Woo 30, Solana 10, Immutable 10, 20, Pulse 17, Beam 14, Osmo 18, Vet 22. Things are freaking, guys. And if you watched my live stream last night, and if you were subscribed to my channel watching my live streams, okay, there was my live stream last night. I can see only 26 people watched it. What happened to the other 1,370 odd people? Where are the views on the live streams, guys? You have no idea what you're missing out. I told you to get into a fetch trade last night. Guess what? The fetch trade is officially up by 42% already. I told you to buy in this area over here. Why? Because the down sloping trend was busy breaking out. We're breaking out. We're probably going to retest the buy zone. I'll add to my position there. If we don't come down, I'll add to my position here because we're about to break out on fetch, guys. This is a crazy trade, and if you're missing out, you can see this was the breakout. We retested and pumped up. We kind of retesting this breakout. Things are moving. So, the trades are there, and I keep showing you guys these trades, so don't miss out on the opportunity. When I looked at this morning and I saw all of this in the green, safe 52%, injective 31. I mean, I even ejected my injective at $29 and my tier trade as well. But look at all of this. This is all just pumping, guys. There's just green everywhere here today, which is absolutely phenomenal. So, things are pumping. Look here, auction is up 68%. I don't know what auction is, but no problem. And then here, what's the sats? 1,000 sats, up 28%. Woo's up 37%. So things are moving out there in the markets today, guys. All right. An analyst predicts the rally for Avalanche, and Fetch outlines the area of interest for the gaming coin. So AVAX, I don't know why this is moving so hard, but it's pretty incredible to see this in the midst of all layer 1s, layer 2s available. AVAX has outperformed many of the hot, new, shiny, new chains during this run. $55 and $60 are up next, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to show you something absolutely crazy. Just let's go, and just for the sake of doing this, let's go and choose Solana. Let's choose Solana, okay? Just for the sake of this, and I'll finish off this now. But as you can see, we haven't even reached the all-time highs yet, and we've been having these crazy, crazy pumps here. I mean, 40%, 45%. Pumps are just going crazy. So, you know, if I look at this and I said max, what was the maximum Solana price? Because the maximum Solana price was all the way up at $260, which we are still 71% down from. Okay, but we have pumped 14,800% over the last 3 years. Okay, so for me, what I would say to you guys is that looking at this chart is insane, because we are still, call it 7, 8, 16, 24, call it 3x away from the all-time high pretty much, okay? 3x away from that all-time high there, which means we still got a long way to go just to make up for that 71% loss. What is the profits that become after that is the question to be asking. And that's why I love this, because if you can see here, Fed, you know, is breaking out. It's probably going to look for a target of, you know, there's the next 2 targets. I showed those targets to you in my trading yesterday, and if you guys were watching, that's why I said, see, look at it, it's trying to buy. I might even add more to my position. And like you can see here, my take profits are there at 86 cents. Let's go and see where this trader put his take profits. 80 cents and then $1. So there you go. Guys, if you think I'm joking, this is why you guys are signing up to my channel, making sure that you are hitting this in incredible ways. Look at this beam, nice pullback for beam. There was the target, but beam is pumping, guys. Look here, beam has been pumping. There's beam, 13% up for the day. So it's had its pullback. These coins have had their pullbacks already. Let's make sure all of these are loaded so that we don't encounter the loading processes. And as you guys can see here, all right, I may even say to you guys, we might add to that fetch position. Anyways, under the radar, altcoin surges 60% in 24 hours amid the expansion and explosive demand for the Solana smartphone. So the Saga is sold out. That's the Solana phone, is the Saga. And basically, the decentralized finance telecommunications project Helium Mobile is up on 60%. So that's pretty freaking amazing, guys. Here, one catalyst could send Bitcoin flying to new all-time high in 4 months, according to quant analyst Plan B. The halving is in April 24, so that's 4 months from now. A possible all-time high would be 69,000. That would be a 50% plus increase in the next 4 months. I think it's very well possible. In fact, if the ETF gets approved before the halving, and I think everybody's looking at January for that, if the ETF gets approved by January, then I think we'll have this all-time high in the pocket, and 69,000 would be a low estimate. I think we'll go straight to $100,000. I want to know what you guys think about that down below. But Plan B goes on to argue that even in short-term bear scenario, Bitcoin will not fall below 25,000, barring a major black swan event. It could dip if we see a black swan, something that we do not expect, like last halving 2020. We had the COVID crisis hit 2 months before. That was the black swan. So guys, yeah, barring a mind, but as you can see, we're on the way up to the moon. Yeah, the moon landing is coming. Crypto analyst Nicholas Merton says altcoin cycle is likely to come soon, but there is a catch. Out of all these metrics, all these indices that we track within crypto, ETH market cap, and the different sectors of crypto, total 3, the real kind of altcoin space that is excluding Ethereum and Bitcoin has been performing the best. Okay, so which is the total 3. I've been showing you guys the total 3 here for like weeks. and weeks and weeks and months and weeks. And I've been showing you guys that we are seeing a huge momentum. I showed you guys where the bottom was. And look at this. We're continuing to grow in this pump. That's a great candle close of yesterday above volume. That for me, with the RSI is resetting, volume coming in, the MACD kind of resetting itself as well. I'm expecting an absolute explosion within the next 4 to 6 days is what I would say. And why I'm going to say that? Well, I don't think many people are going to be buying on Christmas and Boxing Day. So I think the pump is probably going to happen in the next couple days. So that's 5 days to 6 days time. Okay. Before that all happens. Now, bearing in mind, if we have a look at Bitcoin and all total assets by market cap, Bitcoin is back here at 842 billion, back at 10th place. So it's busy fighting with Meta at the moment for that position. That's cool, guys. I don't mind, not a problem. When the money printing starts to happen, we're going to see some of these other assets start to pump as well. So don't be fooled by what's going on out there in the market. Just know that you need to position yourself correctly and make sure that at time of writing, 448 billion, a fractional decrease during the last 24 hours. Okay. Lead Shiba Inu developer teases new partnership, outlines plan for SHIB to be adopted worldwide perpetually. So impactful burns will only take place through global adoption. We've seen adoption trickle through in 2023, but what can be done to ensure SHIB adoption worldwide perpetually? For this, a web of decentralized leaders, early adopters, and those tired of the status quo must usher the new era of crypto, blockchain, and Web3. As billions of SHIB prepare for roasting, yes, it is in progress, and Shibarium transactions are worthy of toasting, I continue to look forward to this week's announcement. Let's talk about it. So, guys, Kusama's idea of getting SHIB adopted worldwide hinges on collaboration among crypto stakeholders. So, like if I look at this and we go and have a look at my SHIB, I did tell you guys to get into a SHIB trade. If you listened to me last night on my live, we're up 7.73% on this trade already. And if it's looking good, I will add more to the position while I'm here with you guys. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I bought here yesterday. Am I going to buy more? Well, there's no indication that we're going up. But let's look at the higher time frame candles, because this was a hardcore red. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's decent because this didn't engulf this. That's found support, pulled back above there. Look at how perfect my entry was there, guys. So for me, I'd be a little bit patient. I'd just wait. But essentially right now we are kind of getting to that point. So let's wait for this candle close. If we close like this, guys, I'm telling you, we're going to be pushing up. So for me, let's go and put in 263. So let's go put in 261. Oh no, there you go. Oh, 463. 463. Yeah, there you go. So let's go and put in another order of what, 10,000? No, not 10,000. Let's go and put in another order of 6,000. Yeah, I'm happy with 6,000. Okay. What's my there? Okay, open long. So there you go. Putting in my open long position. You can see there now that's where my limit is, somewhere just underneath it. And this is how you add to your positions on your trades as well, guys. This is a little trading secret that not many traders will share with you. Here is my stop loss. I'm protecting myself. I'm making sure that I'm not getting stopped out of my trades. And if I do get stopped out, guys, it's okay. It's okay. Just go with it a little bit. So now you can see by adding that, I've now got a total of 11,000 because it's now pushed me into the trade and it pulled up my buy entry here, as you can see. If it comes down, I'll just add more to the position, guys. Right now, you can see I've got $11 with a 10x leverage, and it is sitting at $114 value. So I've put in $1,146 and it's $114. So that's how you trade with 10x leverage, guys. Now let's jump back to the articles here. Coinbase says crypto industry super PAC has raised over 78 million to help elect friendly US candidates, which is amazing, guys. So just 9% of Americans are satisfied with the current system. The crypto industry has raised over 78 million as a start to support the 52 million Americans who own digital assets and want a fair shake at the American dream. Fuck yeah, guys, this is amazing. This is incredible. And this is a voice for crypto. So, veteran trader Peter Brunt issues Ethereum alert, says ETH could crash by up to 70%, and here are his targets. So, classical chart patterns in the price charts are not sacred. They fail to perform according to the textbooks all the time. But if the rising wedge in Ethereum complies with the script, the target is 1,000, then 650. I shorted ETH on Friday. I have a protective BE stop. It's not a bad place to support Ethereum because I think most of the money is still in Bitcoin, with Bitcoin dominance just continuing to pump. But that doesn't mean that we can't actually break out of this, because right now I think the buying pressure is more to the upside than to the low side. So he offers further insight into this technical analysis. So I did consider, and still might consider, the ascending triangle into interpretation. When in doubt on a pattern, I look at the closing price line chart. In this case, a wedge. Too many on Twitter are calling this an ascending triangle. My contrarian tendency is super low risk shorting setup. Okay, super low risk, in other words. So what he's basically saying here is that if ETH kind of goes up to these levels, then he'll continue to short. But that's about the risk versus down to $1,000, which is at the bottom of the wedge. So that's why he's saying it's well worth it. And if ETH falls to 650, guys, that would be absolutely epic, guys. If ETH had to fall to 650, shit, what would that do to us? I mean, ETH having to fall to 650, and it's at $2,000, so that's 6, 12, 18, so that's 3x down. That would literally be ETH at like an $80 billion market cap. That would be 1/10 of what Bitcoin would stay at and remain at, guys. That's pretty scary to think about. I don't know. What do you guys think about that down below? But, guys, Tether is preparing to give FBI access to firm's platform after onboarding a U.S. Secret Service CEO, Paulo Ardoino. Man, Tether continues to play a critical role in assisting law enforcement, as recently highlighted by the U.S. Department of Justice. Our work has helped thwart bad actors and aid victims' recovery. Well, so there's pros and there's cons to having this kind of stuff within the space. Because then you got prying eyes from the FBI in your crypto. Why would I want the FBI to know anything about my crypto? Now, guys, Michael Saylor on CNBC, if Bitcoin is not going to zero, then it's going to 1 million. If it's a legitimate institutional asset, then everybody is under allocated to it. Yes, they are. Before I go there, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, that you have liked this video already. I truly appreciate you guys. You guys can see that I'm bringing you constant blessed alpha content here 24/7 on my channel. So I would truly appreciate a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you have not done that yet, guys. The Crypto Bliss Show is here to stay, and we are ready to tackle this wonderful, beautiful market. So truly appreciate every single one of you guys. You can see my videos are constantly getting views there. We're doing very, very well here together. So truly appreciate all of you. So let's go and check out this video here by Michael Saylor.
Now, there's Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy Executive Chairman and Co-founder. Michael, it's great to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Morgan.
I do want to start right there with the regulatory landscape. The fact that Coinbase is now filing a petition in federal appeals court requesting review of the decision by the SEC. Is this the type of situation that could impact Bitcoin or impact the type of work you're doing at MicroStrategy?
No, there's a lot of uncertainty around the rest of the crypto ecosystem, but the one certain element of the ecosystem is Bitcoin is universally acclaimed to be a global commodity or an asset without an issuer. Mm-hmm. So the one thing we can count on is Bitcoin goes forward in the year 2024, and a strategy built around Bitcoin is generally a pretty safe one for institutions.
New rules, speaking of regulations, recently announced by the Financial Accounting Standards Board, the FASB, that are going to require companies to account for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin at fair value. Set to go into effect, these rules, in the next year or so, but companies can begin to apply them earlier than that. How is that going to affect MicroStrategy?
We welcome fair value accounting. It's gonna create much more transparency and clarity in P&Ls and balance sheets for any companies that are holding Bitcoin. I think the real significance is that there are companies like Berkshire Hathaway and Apple Computer that have $100 billion plus in cash. And right now they have to invest it in treasuries and sovereign debt. And with this change in fair value accounting, you're going to have a commodity that's valued in, as fair value, and it becomes a legitimate treasury reserve asset for publicly traded companies.
Yeah, we've had that conversation before on the potential for more adoption, although I suspect Berkshire Hathaway is probably not going to be on that list of companies looking to adopt based on commentary there. I do want to get your thoughts, though, on Bitcoin and the rally we've seen just in the last 2 months or so, since early October, up something like 56%. What do you attribute that rally to?
You know, that we're going through a digital transformation of everything. Apple represents a digital transformation of telephones and cameras, and Google's the transformation of books and libraries. Bitcoin represents a digital transformation of capital. 99.9% of the capital in the world is tied up in real estate and stocks and precious metals and bonds. And so we're 0.1% transformed. People, as they get educated on digital assets, are realizing that they ought to be allocating more and more of their capital to this digital asset. And so they're moving from 0.1 to 0.2%. And I think that's really driving the trend. I've said before, if Bitcoin's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million. The real question is it legitimate asset? If it's a legitimate institutional asset, everybody is underallocated to it.
So along those lines, of how much is the possibility of a Bitcoin spot ETF contributing to this recent rally, geopolitics, risk-on rally that we've seen more broadly across markets amid the Fed pivot, and also next year's halving? Are all of these factors that are contributing?
They're all factors. Education makes a difference. Institutional adoption makes a difference. The spot ETF news is good news. Loosening of monetary policy is good news. Inflation anywhere in the world drives Bitcoin adoption. And of course, the halving is going to cut the available supply of Bitcoins for sale in half from the miners. And so we've got a confluence of very bullish milestones over the next 6 months. And I think smart money is investing into that ahead of it.
I do wonder what you think about the centralization of mining, though, and whether you're concerned, since so much of the crypto community does seem to be flagging it right now.
You know, people focus upon mining pools, but the actual mining is taking place in Bhutan and in Argentina and South America and Texas and Europe and Iceland and Africa, everywhere in the world. And so the miners themselves are very decentralized. They'll remain decentralized because they're chasing after power that's effectively marginally free. And the pools, they will accumulate hash rate from time to time, but they don't really have the power. The power is sitting next to a geothermal or a hydroelectric project somewhere in the world.
Yeah, Argentina is going to be one to watch, especially with Milei in power now and devaluing the peso amid rampant inflation. A lot of expectation that we could see some more Bitcoin adoption there. Michael Saylor, thanks so much for joining us.
I don't know about you guys, but if Bitcoin is not going to zero, then it's going to $1 million. And if we are today currently sitting at $43,000, you do the math here, guys. In fact, I'm going to help you just a very, very, very slight little bit. Okay. Let's go and get our calculator out for you. Okay. So $1 million per Bitcoin minus 43,000. And I'm going to do it to the dollar today. Okay, and 14 cents even. You are left with $956,898 profit. You literally just became a millionaire if you own one Bitcoin. This is why I keep telling you guys, get Bitcoin, get Bitcoin, get Bitcoin, get Bitcoin. So don't waste your time. You know, if I have to say $1 million divided by $43,101 today, that's going to give us still the 23x up to the $1 million level, times that by the current market cap of 845 billion. Okay. Today, 23x is going to give us a $19.6 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. Okay. I want to know what you guys think about that, but that is juicy. Okay. So let's go and have a look here. Michael Saylor, just in. Bitcoin has a confluence of very bullish milestones over the next 6 months. And smart money is front running that, says Michael Saylor. I agree with him. Now, Michael Saylor also says new accounting rules make Bitcoin a legitimate treasury asset for all publicly traded companies. And that's why all of them will own some sort of Bitcoin. Just in Bitcoin miner, Cypher signs a $100 million deal to buy another 37,396 mining ASICs rigs. Hash rate is going ballistic right now. You guys don't understand this, what it is that I'm telling you. Just in a spot ETF will unlock $30 trillion. Didn't I just say Bitcoin would be like $19.6 trillion? $30 trillion in advised wealth to be able to buy Bitcoin, says the Grayscale CEO, Michael Sonnenschein. And here is the little video from him as well. The ETFs will be approved, and this is not priced in, and I agree with that 100%. I want to go and show you this video
now, for a look at the crypto industry heading into the new year, Michael Sonnenschein, Grayscale CEO. We got a crypto super PAC trying to get things done. Maybe that's what's needed to get Congress to finally do something. Michael, you part of this?
So that was actually just announced this morning. You know, for us at Grayscale over the last year, we've spent, I can't even tell you how many weeks on the Hill, really ensuring that we're advocating for our investors and making sure that as our regulators are looking at crypto, they're doing so through a really informed lens. So for us, it's really been more about education.
You think the easy gains have been made? People couldn't figure out what was happening with Bitcoin. Was it moved from 25 to, I think it almost got to 45 at one point. But now, you know, we're talking about 41,000. Even gold, I think, was trying to get through 2,100, and it failed in trying to do that. This was all interest rate related and pivot related, and the perception that maybe the Fed eases next year with some cuts. When does it refocus on a spot ETF? And do you expect that to get things moving again?
Well, I think if you look back at this year, the price appreciation you've seen in Bitcoin has really been driven by both the macro and micro forces. I think you're right on the macro front. Inflationary pressures, rising rates have caused investors to think about Bitcoin as a store of value or, you know, a hedge in their portfolios. But on the micro front, you know, earlier this summer when my team had our court victory, I think that certainly unlocked a lot of optimism amongst investors about GBTC and the prospects for it to uplist as a spot Bitcoin ETF. So as we turn the corner into the new year, I know there's a lot of focus on that from the investment community.
The 65,000, 100,000, I don't know what you think it is in the cards, but what do you think it's already in the asset right now, if you want to call it an asset? Is it already there? Once it happens, do you expect it to go to new highs, or it just seems like we've already paid a lot of it forward with the move we saw from, I mean, it was as low as 17,000 this year.
Sure. Well, you know, Joe, I'm not one to make price predictions, but I do think there is a lot of optimism again in the market. I think a lot of investors are adding Bitcoin to their portfolios. And when we look ahead to the hopeful approval for spot Bitcoin ETFs, it really is going to unlock the opportunity to a part of the investment community that, for better or worse, but I would say for worse, has unfortunately been locked out of the opportunity to participate in having Bitcoin exposure in their portfolios. So we're really talking about the advised market here in the US, which is today about $30 trillion worth of advised wealth that we hope the approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, the uplisting of GBTC, will allow for that opportunity and for those investors to partake in it as well.
So with that being said, if you were watching my live session last night, you guys would have seen that I mentioned in there that as much as that is a high possibility, because Grayscale ended up suing the SEC for not being able to go forward with converting the GBTC into an ETF, a spot Bitcoin ETF. By doing that, it kind of gave the SEC a bit of a bitch slap. And they, as you can see here, the ETF was unlocked by the court victory over the SEC. So the SEC has no more legs to stand on. And the way that the SEC could give Grayscale a bit of a cut back is to launch all the ETFs all at the same time. And of course, we all know BlackRock is going to front run that entire army there. And BlackRock will take over. Between BlackRock, VanEck and Fidelity, they're going to be taking over there, guys. There's no doubt about it. So, you know, we are going to be seeing so much stuff happen. So Michael Sonnenschein, he's right. It's very good. It's good perspectives. There's good things coming out of it. And this is good for the market, but the ETFs have not been priced in yet, guys. I can tell you that for sure. You can see that already. The halving has not been priced in at all. We all know that. Let's go and have a look at my trades. Let's go and have a look at the charts. Let's go and see what's going on out there in the market. So the Dixie today, you know, guys, it's been very interesting, right? Because we don't want to be trading a dead market, because then there's no trades. Of course, we can't really trade a dead market. So, you know, the best thing to do is to look at what we've been doing in the crypto space and actually realizing that there are things that are right now, and that we're in the best position that we have ever been in. And if you go and watch my videos on my channel and you subscribe to my channel, you hit my Bybit and Bitflex links down below, pinned in the comment of the video for you, you guys are going to see that this market is gearing up for some of the most insane bullish gains that you're seeing out there right now. Don't miss out. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go and see very quickly what the Dixie is doing. So the Dixie, there you go. The Dixie, now this is on the daily time frame. The Dixie is continuing its fall down. I told you it didn't engulf, and we made a little bit of a reversal candle at the specific level. So my idea is that we pull down at least back to this level here and kind of close the weekend at around this 101 level, guys. That's where I think we're going to close down by the end of this week, somewhere down here. So that's my personal view. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. But as you can see, Bitcoin actually literally engulfed the previous day's, yesterday's previous day's candle, plus engulfed that candle, plus closed in volume above my downsloping trend here. If we, before I carry on the daily, you can see the RSI is pumping, the volume is pumping, the MACD is sell pressure is dying. We've closed here. That's a tick, 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 tick. Okay, so for me, we're now getting ready to make a very, very strong pullback to the upside. I'd like to just see the 618 from this level here. Okay, so there's the 618. It brings us up to about 47,000. So between 47 and 48,000 is the next target, guys. Like I've been saying to you guys, I just right now we're at the 618. I think the next move is up here to the 1.618. You can see there that we've knocked on this door. I think we might have a retest here before pulling up, but that's my targets, guys. So let me know what you guys think about that. That's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. If I zoom in a little bit and I go and look at this on the 4-hourly time frame, you guys can see that I don't even think we're going to have a pullback, but a pullback would be reasonable. Okay, and you'll see this on my other chart, but a pullback would be reasonable before we continue the momentum with volume to break out of this level to get us up to that 47K level. Now let's go and have a look at this chart, because on here, plus my trading chart, my other trading chart, I've shown you guys, and there's a lot of lines in here, so just excuse me, but I've been speaking about it for some time now, about this inverse head and shoulders pattern on the higher time frame, and look at how absolutely perfect that inverse head and shoulders hit. So not only were we making this, and I was predicting this from this kind of area over here already, guys, and I said that we'll bounce off of this area, probably make a reverse, retest the zone, and then bounce off of that area, making the right shoulder. Guess what? There's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder. Look how perfectly those were drawn for us. And then I said we would kind of bounce up and make our way above this level. Look at it, what it is that we're doing now. And then not only that, the target is 48,850 out of the head and shoulders pattern, if we were to look at that. And essentially, like, I should be drawing this line from up here. That was the one peak, but I would say, okay, let's redraw this little line from that peak now. Okay, and then down there, look at that breakout level over there, guys. How perfectly did we break out of this level? So a retest down here wouldn't be a bad idea, and then a continuation of this pattern up. Okay, especially because we're a little bit overheated on the RSI on the 4-hourly time frame. That's okay, guys. There's the target. Let's go and see the trades now. Okay, so right now you can see that that is the Shiba trade. Let's go and have a look at the Bitcoin trade, guys. I missed out on so many of these opportunities, but it's okay. There are plenty of opportunities in the market, and we are going to have a look at them. So right now you can see my Bitcoin trade is 481% in profit. My Atom is down 18%. Maybe I'll enter into more Atom there. I'm already quite high position there. Then my Dodge trade, 56%. My ETH trade, I'm 46%. Maybe add to the ETH, I don't know. Then the fetch position is 42%. Link is now 16% up. Optimism is up by 9%. 10%. Shiba's up 9% and Solana's up 40%. So I'd actually like to go and have a look very quickly. Let's go and see the Optimism. Let's go and see Optimism because Optimism's up 8%. Let's go and see if there's a way for us to add to our position here, if there is any signs. Oh, that's very interesting. Yes, please. Yes, please. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this nice, beautiful breakout from that zone right there. Okay, so that's the retest level right here at my buy entry. Okay, I would say that would be a very, very decent place to continue to buy, especially considering that these highs are trying to test one another, which is a decent sign. So I would say let's go and add a little buy entry down here to 2.1666. Okay, that's where I'm going to add my next buy on Optimism. Let's say another 10. I'm going to say let's make the trade a 10x now. So I'm going to change my leverage to a 10x. Okay, so let's see what this does for us. Okay, so 10. I would say no. Let's do another 50. Hey, no, 50 is too much. Let's do 30. Yeah, 30 is a good amount. Okay, so 30. Okay, so we'll buy 30 at that level. Okay, so you can see there, that's with a 1.966. So I'd have to move the stop loss up just ever so slightly, 1.96666. So there you go. That's where I can put my stop loss just for now. But there's my next buy entry. And if I get into that, it'll lift me up a little bit, especially because the leverage has increased. And then one last trade. Let's go and search for one last trade, guys. Ada's gone too much. Stacks has gone too much. Let's go see Link, because I can add to my Link position as well. I think Link is getting ready for yes. Look at that. Look at that buy entry on breakout, guys. On breakout buy entry. Perfect buy. Now, would I get into more here? Fuck yeah. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I would say that we probably come down here. What, 14? I'm going to say 1441. Okay. And I would say let's get another. How many do I have in there? Let's get 2. No. Let's get 3. Yeah. Okay. Let's add another 3 to that position. Okay. Boom. Adding another 3 at 1441. Perfect. Stop loss 1307. Make sure that my stop loss, yeah, is still in a good position. I would even move the stop loss a little bit up to that level there right now, because that would be a safer level right underneath that wick. So as you guys can see there, this is how you can trade and add to your positions so that you can grow your positions here. Would there be anything else? Let's go and look at if there is maybe one more trade for us. And this is what I like doing for you guys on the channel, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Is there going to be another trade? So you see, I would look for something that hasn't really got off to pumping. Maybe our Atom position might actually need a little bit more assistance. Although my Atom position already is quite a high position, but we're up 3% for the day. Let's see if there's one or two others that we can see here. TRX, Tron, Aptos, maybe Aptos. Aptos could be something good as well. Okay, let's see what it brings up here for us on Atom. Because the Atom position is up for the day. You can see so many things are pumping. Cake could be up. Ooh, that don't look so healthy. That doesn't look so healthy because we're being rejected off of this level. So I would just wait a little bit for Atom and add to my position. In fact, I would add to the position around this level because that's where this area is. So 7, let's go 736. Okay, and let's go another 3. I'm happy to go another 3. Okay, at that position. Okay, confirm. There you go. So another 3 atom at that position. Probably get knocked very soon. And then the last one that I wanted to go and look was Aptos. So let's go and see if we can get an Aptos trade, guys. Aptos is actually pretty decently low. And this wax P as well. But let's go and look at Aptos for now. Okay, because we probably got into the other position. Oh, Aptos. You're going to see it would be a good idea to wait for this to unfold, that breakout, because that's what's happening. So right now, I don't know, it's not the best of positions, but if I go and add a little box here, look at that beautiful box of support right there. So we are pretty much on that support level. So it's not a bad place to get into an Aptos position, I would say, you know, build on the position, because it looks as though we're getting ready for a breakout. Especially creating these higher lows, even though these have been lower highs. I would say this wouldn't be bad. I would start off here, maybe on like a 6x leverage, just start to build the position up a little bit. So let's say 785, 784. What would this box position be? 77665. So let's go 7777. What do you think about that? 7777. Okay. And let's go, what would that be? 3. Yeah. Let's start off with a 3, a $4. No, maybe 6 position. No, it's too much. $5. Yeah, I'm happy with. And then stop loss, I would say here, $7.19. So let's make sure $7.19. Okay. That would be a decent stop loss position. Don't worry about the take profit for now. We'll essentially get to that, but that would be the position and the entry if we were to get into the market at that point. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. That's just a little bit of fun for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to smash the thumbs up on the video. Truly appreciate all of you. You can see I brought you some alpha content. Hit my Barbit and Bitflix links. Let's go and trade down below.